What's going on, everybody? It's EricRayweather back here, helping you take your game to the next level. And in today's video, I'm going to be giving you a preview of my new Atlanta Falcons offensive ebook. Now, if this is your first time checking out one of my videos, go ahead and hit the subscribe button below. Make sure to hit the bell icon so that you join the notification squad and never miss an upload. So guys, tonight my Atlanta offensive ebook / offensive guide is finally dropping. It took a while, longer than I wanted it to, but it'll finally be dropping tonight around 5 or 6 p.m. Eastern time. It will be $7.99, so it is going to cost a little something, but I tried to keep it cheap so that it won't break the bank, so that more people could buy. Some people do $20, $25, $30 plus ebooks, and that's fine. But with me, I wanted to just keep it more affordable for everybody, and I didn't jam-pack stuff it with like 50 plays with a whole bunch of filler. It's a main scheme in the ebook. You're going to audible between some formations to keep your opponents guessing. But it's very concise to the point. It's not overwhelming. It's nothing that's going to be too hard for anybody to learn, but it is very tough to defend. So like I said, going to be $7.99. It's going to be a video that I upload to the channel. You're going to have to pay to view the video. But once you pay one time, it's yours forever. You can revert back to it whenever you need to, refresh on something. I'll have setups in the description and all that kind of stuff as well. So what I wanted to do was give a preview of the guide so that you can understand, kind of what you're getting, understand what we're working with here. So in the main scheme of the ebook, you're going to start in the Y off trio formation pretty much every time, and you're going to audible between a few other formations to keep your opponent guessing. One formation you're going to audible into is the gun split close. Now, in the actual ebook, I only broke down the power O run and the PAF slide play out of gun split close. I did that because I anticipated giving away a free play or two prior to the ebook. Now, the plays I'm going to break down in this video, because I'm going to show you 2 plays for free, 2 freebies. I don't want to even just give you 1 freebie. I want to give you 2, just so you have the vote of confidence that you know what you're paying for. The 2 plays out of gun split close that I'm about to break down are a part of the scheme. They're not in the ebook because, like I said, I knew I was going to give it out for free, so I didn't even include it in the ebook. But when you get to the part of the ebook where I'm audibling in the split close, you're going to see power O and PAF slide. But these 2 plays I show you here, you can add that to the scheme because they're both formation audibles. It's going to be slot curl and it's going to be halfback wheel. First, I'm going to break down slot curl, and this is more of like a gimmicky play, and I'm going to show you why I like this play so much. So, really why I like this play so much is because it really attacks cover 3 and cover 4, which is something you're seeing a lot of this year. This B route to Sanu is going to be pretty glitchy. Now, to set this up, what I like to do is I put Freeman on a swing route. He's already on a delayed swing route, but I don't like that, so I put him on a regular swing route. I'm going to put the RB tight end in the backfield. I'm going to streak him. It's going to be kind of more of like a slot streak. It's not going to go straight up the field. He's going to kind of go out a little bit and then up. And then I'm going to put the A wide receiver, Gabriel, on a flat route. Now, what we do with this is we're going to motion Sanu, and you're going to notice against any time it's like a cover 3 or cover 4, you're going to be able to quick pass him for an easy gain like so. It's going to be an easy like 7+ yards every time. Very, very glitchy. Very tough to stop, and a lot of people love playing cover 4 this year. Cover 3 as well, but cover 4, you're seeing a lot of it this year, and this is just a very simple way to combat that. You see that the linebacker can never get out there in time, and it's easy to read when it's cover 3 or cover 4 because the outside cornerback is just going to immediately back up every single time. He's going to immediately back up, and that's what's going to leave you the area to throw in out here. And the linebacker will never be able to get out there to make a play. Now, he's in a hard flat right there, so he's defending the hard flat, and he can't make that play. So we're going to put him in a cloud flat now because you might be thinking, well, if he plays in a cloud flat a little further back, he could probably pick that off, right? But he's not going to. You're going to see, again, he's just not going to be able to get out there in time. And you're going to get pretty much 7 yards minimal on this. Here, I'm going to go to a cover 3, and I'm going to play underneath coverage. And I'm going to show it against a cover 3 because I want you to see that it doesn't just beat cover 4. It does also beat cover 3. They're not going to get out there in time to make a play on this. So it's a very annoying way to beat up your opponent that loves running those type of coverages. Now, if they would have run a Tampa 2, this is when you have to read the defense because it's a very easy play to run. I'm going to run it against random coverage in a minute just to show you how easy it actually is. But what we have on the left side of the field is a flood concept with Jones and Freeman. That deep in route, that flood concept is going to beat any zone combination in the game, and the out route is going to beat man every time. So when we motion this guy out, we see immediately, you see how the cornerback jumps down? Then we go to our second read, which is this RB route. I'm going to do this one more time because I want you to see this. It's all about watching that outside cornerback. If he immediately backs up, you know you can throw it. If he goes down to that side of the field, then you know you can't throw it. Okay, he's immediately going down, so now I check it down to this RB route. Anytime they play cover 2, this RB route's going to be open if they do not use or guard it. Unless they play underneath coverage, but you're not going to see underneath coverage cover 2 hardly ever because it's just way too risky to run. But let's say they did play underneath coverage, or let's just say they usered it or whatever. That's when you look to the flood concept over here. So we see they're playing back, so we dump it down to Freeman, and we're going to pick up our 5 to 6 yards and move on to the next play. This flood concept to the left side of the field is going to work every time against any zone in the game. So again, we run this play. We see, okay, the cornerback jumps down on him. All right, I'm just dumping it down to Freeman over here. And that's our flood concept. Now I'm going to go back to cover 4 now, and I'm going to play underneath coverage cover 4. So let's just say for whatever reason or another you wait too long to throw the B route, or they're using the B route, or one thing or another, and you don't want to throw it. For whatever reason that gets messed up for you, you always can look to this side of the field for this flood concept. This flood concept to the left side of the field is like a fail-safe. It's foolproof. So for whatever reason, no matter what coverage they're running, that was a cover 4. Here I'm going to go to a cover 3, and I'm going to play underneath coverage cover 3. You always look to the left side of the field if nothing else. If for whatever reason you hesitate on this B route and you just don't feel comfortable about it, you look over here and you see, okay, they're playing into the flats, we go to the out route. If they're playing cloud flats and playing back to the out route, you dump it down the flats. It's a fail-safe route combo on that side of the field. So that's why this play is pretty much it's fail-proof, because no matter what, you always have a good concept on the left side of the field that you can attack. So now we're going to go man defense, and you'll know it's man right away because he's just going to run there with him. You see that it's man, so we're like, man, they're block shedding crazy. But you saw how open the out route got there, but with the computer, like, they just block shedded so crazy that, like, I couldn't even try, like look how he's just, like, no one blocked him. But you see how open the out route is there. The out route's going to be man every time, especially if you have your best route runner there, which you'll see in the ebook. I say put your best route runner in that spot. He's going to beat man every time. So now I'm going to run the play against random defense real quick because I want to show you that it's not hard to read this play in game. You might think like, well, it's easy for you to know when to throw the B route because you know what defense you're going against because you're putting the defense out there. But I'm going to run random play now and show you that it's not hard. Okay, we see he backs up there. Bam, we hit B. All we got to do, if that cornerback backs up, we hit B every time. It's very, very, very simple. So here, set the play up again. We're going to motion out B. Okay, he jumps down on it there. Bam, we go to the RB route. Going to run it a couple more times just because I want to get the point across to you that this isn't like some play that's only good when you know what the defense is. It's a very easy play to read. You want to just practice it a little bit. Okay, they back up. Bam, we hit B. It's simple. Simple. There we got 6 yards. So there are a couple instances where you might get less than 7 yards, but you know 5 to 6 yards is going to be the absolute worst case minimal with that dot, and it's just very simple, very easy. All right, we see they back up again. Bam, we throw B. It's easy to read. It's very easy to read. You practice it for a few minutes in practice mode, and you'll be good. So now let's go to halfback wheel, the second free play that I'm going to give you. Now I already broke down halfback wheel on the channel earlier this year, but the game has changed since then, so this is a different way I like to run it. Now, if you buy the ebook, you'll notice that when I'm going over split close, I say in the ebook that I didn't want to include halfback wheel because I didn't like it anymore due to how people were playing defense now. But after I made the ebook, I actually found a different setup for it that I liked, so that's why I'm including it now into the scheme. So the way I like to run halfback wheel is I want to block the RB guy, I want to drag the A wide receiver, and I want to slant the B wide receiver. And we're going to motion slant B, so it's given the same look as the previous play. So what makes this difficult is anytime you go to split close, number one, people are expecting halfback wheel every time. That's the first play they expect because it's such a popular play. So more times than not, a good player is going to try to use the post off top because they're scared of the deep post. But then when you hit them with the play that we just broke down, and you have that motion, then they're going to be like, well, maybe I have to use that route because that route's beating. Anytime they play cover 3 or cover 4, it's going to cook that defense with that motion route. So they're going to have to worry about the deep post plus that motion route. But now when we go to halfback wheel, they have to worry about a whole different play. So basically what happens here is we got a high-low read with the drag and with the slant route. If they're playing underneath coverage, we hit the slant. If they're playing over top coverage, we are going to hit the flat route or the drag route. But I'm going to show you a few different ways we can do that here. So underneath coverage, you just saw me hit the slant. But what else you can do is you can hit this wheel route. Once it passes the linebacker, you pass lead it to the sideline, you hold possession catch. You must hold possession catch because he's going to fall like that every time. I'm going to show it one more time. But he's going to fall like that every time in front of the cornerback. And if Chris Harris can't defend this, no cornerback's going to defend it because he jumps routes that just other cornerbacks can't. As long as you hold possession catch, he's going to get down just like that. He's going to fall backwards every time, and it's going to be easy money. So you either hit that or you hit the slant. So for whatever reason, if you don't feel comfortable, timing that wheel route, and you just don't want to throw it, or you wait a little bit too late, you hesitate on it, it's okay, because if they're playing underneath coverage, you just excuse me, I'm stuttering. You just then hit the slant that's coming over the middle of the field. And last but not least, of course, you are going to have the post route. So that's something most people will probably be using, because they're just anticipating it. But like I said, when you mix in that other play that I just showed you with the motion, now they're going to have to worry about defending that outside. So right when he cuts, you pass it over the middle, you possession catch it, you get down, boom. You got that going for you. Now, here's where it gets more interesting. So let's say they run the cloud flat coverage instead of hard flats. This is when you can quick pass Devontae Freeman, and this gets really glitchy. It's a very hard route to stop when they play cloud flats. So there we got about 4 yards. You're typically going to get 5+ yards most of the time, but I threw it a little bit, I think I threw it a little bit too early there, but it's going to be a safe throw for you if they're playing cloud flats. It's going to be an easy dot to the flats every time. You're going to see here, we threw it a little bit later, and we got 12 yards. So definitely practice the timing on it for sure. Now I'm going to go cover 3, and cover 3 is going to work the same way against cover 4. Here I'm going to play cover 3 with cloud flats, and you're going to see that, again, you're just going to dot this. Easy money, and you can see, just rack catch it, take it up for easy yards. Now, we're going to go cover 3, and we're going to go hard flats. I'm not going to just keep beating it into your head, because it's pretty much the same way as cover 4, but you can quick pass that wheel route once it gets behind the linebacker again, and then you also have the slant route, of course, too. So you have all of that you can hit. And you can hit the deep post again. You can hit the deep post against cover 3 as well. So now we're going to go to a Tampa 2. And when you go Tampa 2, you're typically going to see the cloud flats, not the hard flats. And same thing, you're going to be able to quick pass Devontae Freeman same way. And that's Chris Harris. And he can't get down there in time to stop it. You're getting 6, 7, 8 yards pretty much a pop with that. Going to go cover 2 once more. And if they're playing cloud flats, you can always hit the drag as well. I didn't showcase that before, but if they're not playing underneath coverage, you can hit the drag literally every time as well. So you see we just hit it there against Tampa 2. And then last but not least, of course, if they're going Tampa 2, if they're not covering the middle of the field, you know you have to take advantage of the deep post against Tampa 2 more than anything else, because it is so good against Tampa 2. Now, if you're playing someone that's running a Tampa 2 where, you know, they're dropping the middle linebacker back like this, that's going to take away the post, but you still have all the other options. If they're playing regular, you still have the quick pass to Freeman and the drag. If they were to play underneath, you would have the drag once it, or you have the wheel route once it passes the cornerback, or you'll have the slant route coming across the field. You have all of that. So last but not least, man defense. It's going to be a good play against man as well. You'll know it's man typically because they'll be bumped up on your wide receivers like this across the board. So first and foremost, you have the post as soon as it cuts. That's why you want a good route runner there. Chris Harris can't stop it. Nobody's stopping it. So that's easy right there. And then you're going to also have the drag and the slant. Now, the slant from Sanu won't be as good because he's a little bit too slow, and Talib is the best man corner in the game, so he's not going to create crazy separation on him. Here, we're just going to go to the drag because it's just that wide open against man. If you have a faster guy where Sanu is, it's going to be a better option for you against man. But most people don't play with the Broncos, so you won't have to worry about playing against Talib, who has like crazy man coverage. But if you're playing with against anybody else and you have a decent speed, decent route runner where Sanu is, he's going to cook man every time there. Now, one more alternate setup I want to just throw at you. If you're playing someone that just plays a whole lot of Tampa 2 and you're just seeing time after time they're playing Tampa 2, you can throw this setup at him. You want a curled RB, and you want to put B on an out route, and you want to do the same little motion, a couple steps, and watch what happens. It's going to suck that cloud flat down, and it's going to leave this corner open. Now there I had to throw it way too early because we were getting hit by instant block shot, of course, in practice mode, so I had to throw that way earlier than I wanted to. But I'm going to run it a couple more times because I want you to see how good this tactic is. A lot of people are asking, how do you beat Tampa 2? This is a great way to beat it. As you can see, if we don't get block shedded, we can easily dot that. I'm going to throw it one more time so that you know it's not fluke, because the first time we ran it was not proper. So again, you put RB on a drag, or on a curl, excuse me, and you put B on an out route. You do the same little motion. This is for people that abuse Tampa 2. It's going to suck the cloud flat down, and you're going to go up top to this corner route for easy dot. Not the main way you run the play, but it's just a wrinkle to throw in against Tampa 2 abusers. So that is the preview. I hope you liked it. If you did, definitely check out the ebook. Like I said, tonight around 5 or 6 p.m. Eastern, it'll be dropping. Add this into the scheme. It is part of the scheme, but it's not in the actual ebook video because I knew I was going to be giving it out prior to the ebook. So just add this into the scheme that I teach you in the ebook. I hope you guys enjoy it. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, just drop a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.